What's up guys, Dave here for another quick little video on this dreary and rainy day. Dreary and rainy days, guys, I don't know about you, but they make me just want to sleep and cuddle. Got my Mountain Dew to keep me going, so we're gonna have a nice little talk. Today I wanted to talk about a few things, my channel and where it's going and where we're gonna go as a family and a community since we've been so awesome these past like 5 years. It was actually my 5-year anniversary on September 16th, so I was really hype about that. I've been doing it that long. But what a lot of people don't know is I've actually had multiple YouTube accounts. I've actually been on YouTube since 2006. Good luck finding the other ones though, they're kind of embarrassing. Overall, I just wanted to talk to you guys about how YouTube is changing in a way that I find very interesting. And no, before you leave, don't leave. I'm not gonna talk about the advertiser friendly stuff because, you know, I'm kind of a good boy on YouTube overall. You know, I don't really curse on my channel that much because I like to keep it family friendly and everything along those lines. So back when YouTube first started, it was very much like a grassroots put up whatever, you know, you make whatever you want. And it was just like, this is kind of cool, just streaming video on one website, that's perfect. And over time, the closer you got to professionalism, the more kind of praised you were. So like the more like movie-like you were, the more people would be like, wow, that's awesome. You know, if you could do like special effects, stuff like that. And that pretty much continued on even when I started ThatDudeinBlue. And, you know, that's why I really spent a lot of time in being kind of structured and everything else. You know, if you notice, my reviews are very structured. You notice even my vlogs can be even pretty structured. Then right around, I'd say like 2012, 2013, I would say vlogging really took off. And believe it or not, guys, back on my first vlog I ever did, I really tried to have this like beautifully structured thing. Like here's the link to it. My voiceover and everything's really cringy, so please bear with that. So now I'm kind of back in this era where vlogs have completely taken off, and now it's almost the more personal you are with everything, you know, that's what gets you people's passionate viewership and everything else. I was just kind of brainstorming, and I went to Twitter and Instagram the other day and I asked, what do you guys want to see from the channel and stuff like that? And the main two questions were, David, get a drift car, which I will deliver on, I promise. And two was vlogs. You know, I had this rule that don't bring your personal life into YouTube, but you know what, now I kind of think, you know, maybe it's not so bad. You know, there's always going to be a limit, of course, of what you show and don't show, but, you know, maybe it's not so bad and maybe I should give it a whirl. I've been hanging out with all my other YouTuber friends, and it's crazy how things have changed in that way to where it went from professionalism to personalism, and I personally like that. As a channel, I kind of have to evolve in a way, you know, like a Pokemon, gotta evolve. So I've had this very intense schedule, you know, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. That's what I've always done for my videos. And I think I'm gonna still stick to that. But in between and or on the same days, I think I'm gonna have more personal videos, kind of like this. And we're gonna talk, and we're gonna have Q&As and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, guys, and that the channel is not gonna completely change. I'm still gonna have my reviews and stuff like that, but I am gonna put more emphasis on getting to know you guys and you getting to know me. So if you guys are about that, please hit the like button. So anyway, let's get to this Q&A. It'll be a lot of fun. Takumi says, sorry if I butchered that, what's the best advice for somebody wanting to start making YouTube videos no matter what the content is? My advice is experiment. A lot of people say don't stick to one niche. I say experiment because you never know what people are going to watch. Even people as successful as Casey Neistat say he doesn't even know how viral videos happen, because we sometimes as creators, we think that a video is gonna flop, yet it explodes and we're like, how did that even happen? Meanwhile, we go work on something for 3 days or a week or even months and it doesn't even do well. So you never know. So find your niche, experiment with different niches. Whatever you're most passionate about, that's what you should stick with, in my opinion. Pete asks, what is your most memorable moment in high school? So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I hated high school. I hated it. Probably my most memorable times in high school were my freshman year. I had a very late growth spurt. I was only 4'8" in freshman year of high school. I was a complete nerd, buzzed hair, I had frameless glasses, and here's the best part. But due to this growth spurt, I had only lost 8 baby teeth. So the dentist had to pull the rest of them out. So they had to pull 4 here and 4 here, and then my molars were gonna come out on their own. Probably my most memorable moment was I was in algebra class next to a guy named Eric Luther, and he was like, "Hey dude, what's up? Nice to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, nice to meet you." And I spat out a tooth and it landed on my binder. And my teacher was like, "Oh my God, David, what happened?" And I'm like, I lost a tooth. But you know, things worked out. I ended up growing. I'm like 5'8" now and I'm perfectly content with it. What's funnier than 24? 25. Banshee says, if you could go back a certain amount of years, how far would you go back and why? You know, I try to live without regret. I don't think that's a good way to live. And normally my answer would be none, because I believe that what I've done in life has created who I am, and I don't want to change who I am. I will say though, from a career standpoint, I might have dropped out of college, maybe, to do this instead. But to get a head start on it. But I think the timing that I did it was perfect, because I have a degree now. I can go work for a film studio in case something happens as a backup plan, and I have my degree. Jenny Marie says, by the way, her hair is awesome. Favorite childhood video game? That is tough. Halo 2, I actually tried to play game battles for back in the day. I tried to play like MLG stuff for back in the day, right when that was becoming a thing. Tried to, keyword, and I was horribly addicted to it. I also loved Ocarina of Time. I was obsessed with that game, along with GoldenEye 007. Those were probably the ones I played the most. Alyssa says, where's your favorite place to travel for vacation, indoor car-related events? Love your videos, by the way. Well, thank you, Alyssa. My favorite place I've traveled to film car stuff is Hawaii. I know, cop-out answer, but I got so much done in 4 days, because the first time I ever went to Hawaii was a family vacation. It was when I graduated from high school, and it was kind of our reward for everybody being done with school and my family and everything else. And we went there, did all the touristy stuff, Turtle Bay, what have you. And after that, I was like, oh, I really want to go back. But this year, I got to know the locals of the car scene of Hawaii, and it was so much better of a trip because I got to really see the real side of Hawaii. And I really want to go back to film more of it. Chris asks, how long do I plan on keeping the Stang and the 240? I plan on keeping both those cars the rest of my life, as of right now. And that's because they're very sentimental to me. Smurf is very much, you know, the Mustang is very much, you know, what really grew with me, you know, on this channel and really got my career going. And the 240 is the success of what I've accomplished so far. It's the personification of that. You know, I was saving up money for years to do something, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I was like, how about I build a car and build like the perfect car in my brain that I could do for semi-good budget. Twin Zips, sorry, I said your name wrong, says, what music do you listen to and favorite artists? Most listened to band ever is Blink-182. Second is probably like 21 Pilots. I really got into them because I think it's such a diverse kind of music. I think it's really interesting. Also, I was addicted to Muse a long time. I actually got into the dance music scene when I was in middle school, and I actually got made fun of it at the time. And now look at it. It's now mainstream, and I become the hipster going, you know, I knew it before you, dude. It's always funny that the people who bullied me for liking dance music, I then see on Facebook and Instagram going to festivals like EDC and Ultra going, oh, dude, EDM's awesome. And you're like, what? But that's what bandwagons do, man. Migusta says, how did you and your girlfriend meet? I actually met her at the skate park local here, and I saw her carving the bowl, and I'm like, who is that? And so I was super awkward, kind of like, I don't know what to say. It's like, you ever notice when you really like, kind of have a crush on someone, for some reason you just don't act normal. You're just kind of rigid and you're kind of awkward and you're like, what do I say? What do I do? How can I get this person's number? Hey, you have Instagram? We can follow each other. Juan says, what's it like living on your own in Atlanta? Atlanta is a city full of opportunity. I mean, in anything. A lot of Hollywood has moved from the West Coast to Atlanta because it's much cheaper to film here. The new Spider-Man movie is being filmed here. They actually just wrapped. A few of my friends actually worked on it. There's a lot of the film industry here. The car culture is very diverse. Living on my own, by myself, I've never really had a problem living by myself. I don't know, I've been kind of like a secret introvert in a way. You know, like I can be an extrovert, you know, when I'm like hanging out with everybody, and then I kind of need like recharge time. So when I come home and I'm like by myself, and even if I'm working or editing, you know, that's like my time to like get back level-headed, I guess. I hope you all enjoyed this quick little video. I plan on doing this show at least once a week, so keep an eye out on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias there. Thanks so much, guys, for being understanding and listening to me during this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a fantastic day.